It's Fans Corner. Welcome to it, and thank you so much for making time for us. We are back in the CAF Champions League quarterfinals. We've just watched Esperance des Tunis against Mamelodi Sundowns out in Tunisia in the second leg of this year's quarterfinals, and that game ending in a goalless draw, which means the aggregate is 1-0 in favor of Mamelodi Sundowns, and this puts Mamelodi Sundowns into the semi-final, something they've been yearning for, and they got it. They are through into the semi-finals, and I did say in the previous video that this is an advantage. It was an advantage to Mamelodi Sundowns. Yes, it was a very narrow score to go and defend out in Tunisia, but we did not expect Sundowns to go there and defend, and that's not what they did. We saw the game. I have to say it was a very difficult game for me to watch. As entertaining as it was very difficult because there were two big games taking place at the same time. As you can tell, I'm an Arsenal fan. I was trying to watch the Arsenal versus Real Madrid, very big game as well on the other side, and this one as well. So it was a little bit difficult for me to watch the game, but I could tell it was fire in the first half because you could see Esperance did exactly. They were. I think Esperance were too predictable for Sundowns. Sundowns knew what this team is going to do. They are trailing 1-0, so in the first half they're not going to try to knock the ball around. They are going to try and score. So that's what they were trying to do. Every time they get the ball, they try to go forward. And Mamelodi Sundowns were very cool, calm and collected and composed, winning the ball, intercepting the ball, and every time they got the ball, they did not get carried away. They were, I think, what tipped the scale here in favor of Sundowns is their football intellect. Sundowns are quite intelligent about their game. You can tell, man, they can read the game. You have a lot of players who understand the game. They don't just play the game with emotions. We know North Africans generally they're very emotional. Now they were rattled in South Africa after losing 1-0. They went there. They tried to impose themselves on Sundowns. You can't do that. It's unfortunate. That's why the ball position even favored Sundowns. So Sundowns keeping the ball towards themselves frustrated Esperance even more. You see, they tried so hard, and in the final third, if you check what Esperance, they were unable to. They were not composed because every time they got into that Sundowns final third, they were just in a hurry to get a goal, and it was never gonna work. They had to be really composed. They had to be intelligent about their approach of the game, and that's not what they did. It didn't work for them. It worked in Sundowns' favor. I did say it was in advantage Sundowns in the previous video, you'd remember, because I mean, taking and going away and to carrying a lead away from home, meaning that if you score a goal. We had a very big discussion on TikTok about the away goal thing, because I think people still don't understand that CAF still uses the away goal. So Sundowns had that advantage. So but at the same time, you also have to give credit to this team to Esperance for not trying to defend. They had nothing to lose at the end of the day, so they tried to impose themselves on Sundowns. But then Sundowns were very good on the ball. If you check the pass accuracy, Sundowns were above Esperance. If you check ball position, Sundowns were above Esperance. So without the ball, they couldn't do anything. Esperance, when they had the ball, they were rushing it because they didn't have it a lot of times. So we would understand you don't have the ball a lot of times. So every time you get the ball, you know we are trailing. You try by all means to try and go and score. We are not even trying to be. They were not patient. They were not patient about it, and it didn't work for them. Unfortunately, it worked for Sundowns. So I have to give credit to Sundowns for not going there and trying to sit back and defend. They had the ball, kept the ball towards themselves. They know very well Esperance without the ball can't do anything. They can't hit them. So yeah. Yes, there was that moment, a big moment. It's going to be a talking point for a lot of people. I saw a screenshot, not a screenshot. I saw a frozen screen. We can call it a screenshot of the goal of the offside line drawn there. Very, very close. Very, very close. I mean, I don't know what to make of it, but I will be honest with you. The first time I saw it, even before they scored, I felt like the Esperance player was ahead, and I wasn't surprised to see the game halted a bit to listen to wait for VAR to take a decision. But I was just surprised it took so long. But when I saw the frozen motion picture there, you could tell that it was very close. It was very tight. So it could have gone either way. Because sometimes when I looked at the picture, it looked like the upper body of the Sundowns player on the far side of the screen was playing the Esperance player on side. So they just made it by the skin of their teeth. Sometimes in football you need your luck. You make your luck. Sundowns scored their first goal. They were not under pressure in the game, so they made their luck. Sometimes we need that luck, if it was luck, but I think they got it right. It was a very tight one, but I think they got it right, because I felt when I looked at it first time without even the slow motion, in real time, because I was watching at that particular time when Esperance scored that goal. I was actually watching that particular game. Like I said, I was watching 2 games. So at that time, I felt like it was just a little bit ahead, but I was not sure it was that tight. So it was quite tight. So it happens. This is football. It happens. We've seen it a number of times before in other games as well. So congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns for making it to the semi-finals this season. It's going to be a very interesting one, especially given the fact that Pirates, if they qualify, they will play Pyramids. So it's another team from Egypt. It's going to be South versus North in one semi-final, and South versus North in another semi-final. So it's going to be South Africa versus Egypt if Pirates make it. We just have to hope that Pirates come tomorrow in their game. They progress into the semi-finals. Then we'll see Al Ahly versus Mamelodi Sundowns in one semi-final, and we'll also see Pyramids against Orlando Pirates in the other semi-final. I would have preferred that they're swapped around. I would have preferred Pirates playing Al Ahly and Sundowns playing Pyramids, and my reasons for that is because obviously it wouldn't have happened because Pirates and Al Ahly were in the same group, and I like how Pirates really dealt with Al Ahly. I would have really preferred to see them dealing with them again, but I trust Sundowns can also do the same thing. We've seen these two, and the thing with Al Ahly, when they lose to Sundowns, they lose. They don't just lose; they lose. They lose. So I think both teams have their work cut out for them. So Al Ahly are the defending champions. So they will definitely want to defend their title. Sundowns, they have been waiting for this opportunity to go to another final ever since they won it in 2016. So it's going to be a very interesting one. North versus South. I'm hoping I'm not putting the cart ahead of the horse or ahead of the donkey. I just hope Pirates make it into the semi-finals as well, which will then allow us to dream about the all South African final that we've been talking about for a number of seasons now. It could happen this season. Otherwise, congratulations Mamelodi Sundowns. To those who support Mamelodi Sundowns, I'm pretty sure you're going to sleep very, very well if you're watching it just after the game. Otherwise, congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns, and thank you so much for your time. This has been Fans Corner. We meet again in the next one.